Peace and blessings, everybody. This is Young Nas from iGotOptions LLC, and in this video I wanted to briefly talk about really how I would have charted or what my strategy would be, because somebody reached out to me on the back end and it was about one of my videos that I did talking about back testing. And so in that video I basically was my strategy was very random, but it wasn't the smartest, but it ended up working out. But I have the same stock pulled up from that video, and I'm just gonna basically break down how I would go about back testing, or not even back testing, just charting it, right? So I have up a line chart right here, one of the easiest charts to look at, and I'm just gonna mark up really places where I see, patterns, right? So let me give you an example. So the first pattern I see right here is, notice how like around this same area, I'm gonna draw a line right here. Notice how around this price, around this area, this price just, hasn't broken below it. It kind of uses this line as a catalyst to shoot up. And so that's what's called support, right? I talked about in a previous video, just support. And resistance, really just drawing those peaks where you see price, go down. So right here, this is resistance, because we see it, go or stay under it. Now, if we look to the right, it did end up breaking through. So that's okay, because that happens. That's natural in the stock market. Levels are meant to be broken. But for the most part, yeah, that's how I would go about, charting. So let's see, we could have another resistance line right here, because we saw it went up to this price and dropped below. So let's see what happens. Dang, that was on the head. So later on, it literally touched this same line and ended up dropping right here at the same resistance line. So wow, this is, dang, I didn't even see this before, but wow. So this is really a good example of how to chart. So right here, it all started with this. I just saw how there's a support level right here, and then there is this resistance level right here and right here. And notice how it bounced off of this old resistance level. And so that's natural. So because since it broke below it, or broke above it, excuse me, that means this isn't resistance anymore. It might pose as support. And that's what it did. It bounced off of this level and it broke through this resistance level. Now, dang, I see another one. So right here, it's subtle, but there's this support right here. So see how it bounced off right here a little bit, broke below, and then it bounced up here again. So it's just that concept of, if you see a pattern, just draw a line so that you can visualize it and see it better. And that's what because I could do this all day. Like, watch, I could mark up super subtle things like this right here, just because of that little move. Like, but you don't have to. It doesn't have to be that subtle. You don't have to mark up those subtle things. Just mark up the major ones, right? So, like I'll say, okay, this right here, this line isn't major. I'll say these lines are major. These three lines, because yeah, this is drastic. So, but right here, there's another major one right here. Boom. That's huge resistance. And so yeah, that's how you can really just go about charting, and that's how I would have charted, in that video. That would be the proper way to chart for this stock. But yeah, that's how you would go about charting X, United States Steel Corporation.